Hi there, this is Claudia again, coming to you from number 17 at Cora's Cottage in Wasaga Beach, still hanging out and still enjoying my view. All right, I think this one might be number 5 or number 6. I can't remember now. But it will be in the description which one it is. All right, guys. Today we're going to make it a quick one, hopefully, right? And this one will be healthy snacks for children with special needs. And I keep saying for children with special needs because that's what I'm really dealing with, but reminding you that our typical children can also definitely benefit from these things. And I've told you in previous videos that when I look at some of the lunches or the snacks in the lunches that the kids come to school with, it makes me cringe. But I understand that we're busy, and I understand that, a lot of things are happening all at once for our parents. We've got so many things to do, and this government doesn't make things any easier for us by paying us peanuts so that we have to work so many hours and do so many things at once. It's hard. It's hard for us, but we got to try and take it like one step at a time and one day at a time. We don't have to do everything all at once. Maybe once in a while when you get the time, you might buy some gluten-free flour and see if you can do the gluten-free thing maybe for a few days, and see how it works out. And you might actually find out in the end that it's not as bad or not as hard as you thought it would be. We got to take baby steps, right? And one step at a time, take the first step, then take the next one and the one thereafter, right? That's how these things go. I remember when I went to Honduras and I went to Usha village and came back, like there was just so many things that I had to change in my life, and I tried to do it in baby steps. Sometimes I backslid, as the Christians would say. I didn't do it for a while and then I jumped back on the wagon again, and that's just how life is. As long as we're not dead, we don't give up. That's how it goes. So today I have a list of about, I still got my trusty notepad here, right? A list of 10 things that you can do to put maybe some healthier snacks in your children's lunches, right? Um, the first thing I suggest, which some people might think it might be expensive, but you can get really cheap ones on Amazon, a dehydrator. This summer I purchased a dehydrator, and I'm telling you that it kind of forced me to eat much healthier than I usually would. And it was sort of like an experiment for me to see the taste of a lot of these dehydrated fruits and stuff. And there's so many of them that actually taste candy like because they're so sweet. And because of the sugar content in them after the fruit has been dehydrated, it is quite a lot of well, there's quite a bit of sugar in it, right? But it's fruit sugar, which is different. And at the end of the day, when it comes to those kinds of sugars and you're gonna snack, it's better to give your child that snack than some of the store-bought processed snacks, for sure, right? So get yourself a dehydrator. Things like lychee or lychee, I hope that's how you say it. Those things almost taste like toffee, and it's a better form of a snack, right? That instead of the unhealthy options, even the dehydrated apples are awesome. Like they taste really good. The apples, the lychee, the what else did I put in there? I put strawberries in there. Wasn't too much of a fan of the strawberries still, but those are still pretty good. There's lots of different fruits. Blueberries. Blueberries taste like raisins, and you could do seeded grapes too, which I'm a fan of seeded grapes. Seeded grapes are a good idea. But like the blueberries, and then you could end up putting those in baked goods later if you wanted, or let the kids help you do it. That always gets them. When they help you do it, it's like they did it themselves. They have to taste that, of course, because mums is just mums, or dads is just dads, or uncles is just uncles. But if they can be a part of it, they're doing it. right? Anyways, so get yourself a dehydrator, right? And you can make fruit roll-ups in the dehydrator too. You just blend everything up, like all of those fruits, right? Just the fruits alone, then you spread it out on some parchment paper, put it in the dehydrator. You got your own fruit roll-ups. Don't believe the hype that those fruit roll-ups that you buy in the store are that beneficial. The real fruit juice nonsense. It make your own, and make your own. There's another guy on YouTube that I hear him say that all the time after he does all his fancy dancy stuff, and it's beautiful stuff he makes, by the way. If I could remember his name right now, I would shout him out too. But make your own as much as you can, of course, within reason. Nobody's telling you to be Molly Homemaker now, but little by little, one step at a time, just implement a few healthy steps one at a time, right? I'm only at number one. Can you imagine? Anyway, uh, get real fruits. Number two, get real fruits. Like, so you don't have to commit suicide with giving them so many different, like, fruit juices and stuff like that. Give them the fruits themselves, because the liquid mixed with the fiber gives them the enough liquid in their body, right? And then give them water. Water, as I said, I might have said in another video, mix the water with some lime and some cucumbers, and you give them that in their lunches instead, right? And the fresh fruits, right? Hummus. You could either make your own hummus, or you can get some of the hummus from the store. Read the labels, guys, right? Read the labels to see how much hummus, what those hummus has in them before you purchase them. And it's so easy to make your own. It's like you couldn't even imagine how easy it is. You'd be like, I should have been doing this a long time ago, when you figure that you can make your own hummus. And really, it really doesn't take as much time as you might think, honestly. Right? And then they love to dip. Children love to dip and put, dip, and so you get the carrot sticks in there and you dip them, different kinds of things, vegetables. You can do the dip, and there we go. Other snacks. Number three, dates. Dates are a beautiful snack, packed with iron, right? And it's very beneficial for the body otherwise, right? And the most important thing, sweet. Right? That, I think, is, so there's the dehydrator, the fresh fruits, the hummus, the dates, and chickpeas. Chickpeas, the South Asian community loves chickpeas, and I've gotten to love chickpeas myself lately. Very important thing you can have in your cupboards, chickpeas. And even though I'm not really hell bent on the tin stuff, but an easy meal and an easy way of making a snack is using chickpeas. And they've got, in the international aisle, they have the dried and roasted chickpeas, and I think you can get those without salt too. It's not just salted. Or you could just wash that salt off and just leave them on the counter again and have them like re-dry, and you have them like that, right? And if you want to get your kids into more natural things like smoothies. You add a little banana in there, and based on whatever other fruits you put or in vegetables you put in there, you won't even taste the banana if you don't really like banana. But it's a sweeter version of a thicker drink that's filling and absolutely definitely good for you. And it's a good transition meal to help a lot of children to especially the young ones, to drink the smoothies as they transition into trying to eating more healthy things, right? And I don't think I mentioned this, but what do you call it? Flapjacks, vegan flapjacks. I like little pancake ideas, and you could use gluten-free flour to do it, right? The gluten-free flour is very helpful because gluten is an issue for many children with special needs. So if you can get them away from the gluten, it would be very smart. Very, very smart. Causes issues, causes behavior issues that you could probably do without. All right, yogurt. Now, dairy is an issue. We know that, right? We've heard that on many occasions. But coconut, you could make your own yogurt with coconut, or you could buy coconut yogurt. If you're going to do the yogurt, try and make it non-dairy yogurt, right? And that would be more beneficial to them, because as we mentioned in another video, that when it comes to dairy, dairy blocks folates, and if dairy blocks folates, and folates help the mitochondria, we have an issue, right? We don't want the issues with speech. We want to minimize the issues with speech, and we want to try and encourage speech. So when it comes to the brain, these are the things that actually affect the blood brain barrier, as I said in another video, right? So we want to really try and do that. And you can, number 10 now, or number 9, I don't remember where I am, but this is the last one anyway. Chia seeds. Chia seeds are, you can make pudding with chia seeds, where children love pudding. So you can make pudding with chia seeds, and you can use hemp seeds to make the milk, Um, and a lot of these things might sound like, foreign, chia seeds and hemp seed milk and all of that kind of stuff, but YouTube University, guys, that's one of the biggest benefits of this internet, or what do you call it? This revolution that we're on right now, this whole internet revolution. One of the main and beautiful things is the amount that you can learn, and the learning material is right at your fingertips. In days past, we used to have to go to the library to go find out these information in encyclopedias. I don't know if I'm maybe aging myself right now, that when I went through university the first time. Hey there, I'm just finishing the video. I was saying, when we went to university, we were doing the encyclopedias all the time, and nowadays we have the information right at our fingertips, that we don't have to go far to get it. So we need to start using it to our advantage. And again, YouTube University, where you can be able to help yourself, help your children, and help, close people who are around you, where you can find a lot of that information. So with that, I say we'll see you again next time, from number 17 Cora's Cottage, Wasaga Beach. This is your friendly neighborhood early childhood educator, educational assistant, and child advocate, saying, respecting you always, and representing, woo, that's a squirrel, and representing me, representing me, and respecting you always. Peace.